What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be giving you the most unique Strand Titan build you've ever seen. We're going to be looking at the Exotic Gauntlet Stronghold. I don't see anybody using this exotic, and there's a reason, because nobody really uses swords anymore, unless you're using it just for the eager edge to travel farther, things like that. But with this exotic gauntlets, the armor perk Clenched Fist maximizes guard stats on equipped swords. You take reduced damage while blocking with a sword, and then rapidly damaging targets after blocking shots with a sword grants restoration for a duration determined by the number of shots blocked. This perk goes hand in hand almost perfectly with the sword, the Lament. So with Banshee's Wail, while you hold your block to rev the blade, you have increased damage, and you add shield piercing to all attacks. Now, you also gain stacks when dealing damage with revved attacks to increase the amount of damage that you are doing. So any of those additional stacks will increase the damage and the damage resistance of your heavy attacks. Now, along with that intrinsic trait, you also have Tireless Blade. So your sword ammo granted for every, you get sword ammo granted for every other powered sword kill, and then rev consumption, damage a combatant will then heal the wielder. So with just the Lament, you have quite a good sustainability on your healing just from damaging any combatants, bosses, things like that. But then when you pair it up with Stronghold, and you're getting that restoration for blocking shots, and then rapidly damaging targets after blocking those shots with a sword, your whole purpose of using Lament is to use your guard to get that Banshee's Wail, get the increased damage output from that Banshee's Wail, and then when you stack this on top of it, you're getting that restoration as well through the entire time that you're using the Lament in that damage phase. Then we are going to be looking at the Strand build to pair it with Banner of War. This goes directly with swords as well as just regular melees. So then it will increase the sword damage as well. So you're getting the sword damage increase from the Banshee's Wail on the Lament, as well as the Banner of War is going to give you even more damage. You're getting the healing from the Lament, the restoration from the Stronghold gauntlets, and then you get the healing pulse as well from Banner of War. This build absolutely will tank any damage out there. You get constant healing and high amounts of damage. For the fragments, we are going to be running Thread of Fury, so we can create, or when we do damage those tangles, we do get that melee energy. And then while we have Woven Mail, we are going to create tangles with Thread of Transmutation. And then with Thread of Finality, we get the finisher final blows, create the threadlings. And then on our Thread of Warding, we are going to be picking up Orbs of Power quite frequently, so we are going to be getting that Woven Mail. Now, you can use whatever grapple or whatever grenade you want. I would suggest the grapple. It's going to be the most utilized in any build on Strand. And then for the aspects, obviously the Banner of War, and then Into the Fray, destroying the Tangle or casting a super will grant us Woven Mail for nearby allies. And then while we have that Woven Mail, our melee regen is increased. Now, I do have this paired up with Lost Signal and Vantage Point. Vantage Point is one of the best pulse rifles in the game for this season because of the arc and the Dark Ether Reaper origin traits pairing up great with the artifact itself. But with this build, you will be able to take out any champ in the game. So any Nightfalls that you will have no problem taking care of them. Overloads from the Lost Signal grenade launcher, Unstoppables from the Vantage Point pulse rifle, and then barriers you actually get to take out with the Banshee's Wail Rev for the Lament. Now, we are going to be looking at a couple different mods here, using Heavy Ammo Finder for the Lament, the Solar Siphon for the Lament, and then you get your hands on, so you get the bonus super energy on melee kills, either through Frenzy Blade or through your sword damage. And then on the Exotic Gauntlets, I do have Heavy Handed for the melee final blows to give us some Orbs of Power, helping us get the Woven Mail from our subclass. And I'm running 2 of those as well as a melee kickstart to make sure we can get that armor or the melee energy back as soon as we can. And then on the chest piece, we are running 1 resistance for whatever activity you're doing. And then I do suggest running 2 Lucent Blades. Make sure you can get that recharge rate a lot faster for the Lament to make sure you can use that rev and just get the damage output from the Banshee's Wail. And then on the legs, we are running a double solar weapon surge, giving us that 17% increase in damage, along with an invigoration, reducing the melee cooldown on the orb pickups. And then down here on the class item, we are running Reaper, Healthy Finisher, and then Font of Restoration. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. With the uppercuts.